In the conflict-ridden Donetsk region, Ukrainian forces showcased their tactical prowess against advancing Russian troops. Drone footage revealed a squad of Russian soldiers using a partially destroyed building as cover. In response, Ukrainian forces deployed FPV bomb drones to target the Russians as they continually relocated within the structure. Heavy Ukrainian artillery barrage forced the Russians to seek shelter in the basement of another building. Meanwhile, a separate drone footage captured a Russian armored assault met with swift and devastating retaliation from Ukrainian defenders. At least 6 tanks and APCs were obliterated by anti-tank guided missiles and accurate artillery strikes. Some Russian vehicles attempted to flee while others rushed to aid immobilized comrades, only to face further destruction from FPV drone strikes. In a daring maneuver, a Ukrainian quadcopter drone flew low over a Russian BMP-2 infantry fighting vehicle and dropped an American-made M67 hand grenade into its driver hatch. The ensuing explosion caused significant damage, igniting a massive secondary blast as onboard fuel and ammunition detonated. Additionally, drone footage showcased a Ukrainian M2 Bradley IFV providing critical support on the Avdiivka front. The Bradley facilitated troop movements, allowing fresh soldiers to dismount and take up fighting positions before swiftly transitioning to evacuate wounded and tired comrades. With its superior firepower, the Bradley delivered intense suppressive fire on nearby enemy positions, bolstering Ukrainian defenses in the process. In the latest developments from the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, Ukrainian defense forces report significant losses inflicted on Russian troops. Over the past day, Russians have launched 6 missile strikes, 77 airstrikes, and fired approximately 100 times from multiple launch rocket systems, targeting both Ukrainian troops and populated areas. Ukrainian forces engaged in 86 combat encounters, resulting in the loss of 800 Russian soldiers, 5 tanks, 29 artillery systems, and 12 armored combat vehicles, according to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. The situation on the Eastern Front has notably deteriorated in recent days, with reports indicating Russian attempts to seize strategic locations such as the village of Ivanovsk and the outskirts of Bohdonivka. Ukrainian forces have successfully repelled multiple assaults, including 3 in the Orikhiv direction and 7 on the left bank of the Dnieper, according to statements from the Khortytsia Operational Strategic Group of troops. In the Donetsk region, particularly in the Okharatyn settlement, Ukrainian forces are facing heightened challenges, with reports of enemy attempts to gain footholds using ammunition allegedly containing chemical poisons. Despite these adversities, Ukrainian armed forces have made significant advancements, liberating areas previously under Russian control. Notably, Ukrainian fighters have pushed forward towards Bakhmut, reclaiming territory between Klishchivka and the neighboring Ivanova village, as reported by military expert Deep State. Amidst the ongoing conflict, Ukrainian Air Force spokesperson Ilya Yevlash noted a reduction in Russian activity in the Black and Azov Seas following the downing of a Tu-22MZ strategic aircraft. Additionally, Ukrainian forces have managed to diminish Russian control points in Crimea, leading to decreased tactical aviation applications in the region. In a significant development, the United States is preparing a substantial military aid package for Ukraine, valued at $1 billion. The aid, which includes vehicles, Stinger air defense munitions, artillery ammunition, and anti-tank weapons, underscores Washington's commitment to supporting Ukraine's defense efforts amidst the ongoing conflict. Politico reports that the aid package will also include Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, M113 armored personnel carriers, Humvees, and missiles, further bolstering Ukraine's military capabilities against Russian aggression. The Russian army's offensive in the Donbass region shows a gradual but steady escalation, states the UK Ministry of Defense via Twitter. On April 22, the Russian military announced the capture of Novomykhailivka village, situated south of Marinka and northeast of Volodar in Donetsk. While Novomykhailivka holds limited strategic importance, its location on routes to other settlements along the Suky Yili River is noted. Russian forces entered the city on February 9, reaching the center by March 24. The arduous 6-month endeavor saw the loss of 300 equipment pieces, according to the 79th Separate Tavria Air Assault Brigade. British intelligence reveals it took 73 days for Russian troops to secure Novomykhailivka, covering less than 5 kilometers with additional reserves. This incremental progress hints at future objectives, with an anticipated advance toward Kostiantynivka, 2 kilometers west of Novomykhailivka, likely. The report underscores the potential bypassing of Volodar's defenses, which inflicted significant casualties on Russian ground forces. Since seizing Avdiivka in February 2024, Russian troops have been steadily pushing westward, supported by the recruitment of approximately 30,000 new soldiers monthly, sustaining their campaign against Ukraine.